Alright, welcome back. Now we're going to be looking at how to solve some equations involving brackets that have some negative signs. We just need to remember our rules when it comes to negative numbers. So if the signs are both negative, it becomes a positive. So a negative multiplied by a negative is a positive. A negative divided by a negative is a positive. But a negative multiplied by a positive where the signs are different is going to be a negative. And a negative divided by a positive is also going to be a negative. So just remember, the sign will switch if they are the same. So if we have negative times negative, we're obviously positive. If the signs are different, we need to be worried about changing or keeping it negative, or just that's the situation where it gets a little bit more complicated. So let's start with A. We have minus 3 times 2x minus 1 is equal to negative 15. So the first thing we're going to do is minus 3 multiplied by positive 2x. So a negative multiplied by a positive is going to be a negative. And then we have negative 6x and then minus 3 multiplied by minus 1. So negative 3 multiplied by negative 1 is just positive 3. Okay, so in order to get rid of this negative 3, we're going to, positive 3, we're going to take away 3 from both sides. And we're left with negative 6x is equal to negative 15 minus 3, which is minus 18. Alright, now we just divide both sides by our coefficient, including the sign. So negative 6x divided by negative 6 is just x, and then we need to do negative 18 divided by negative 6. Because it's a negative divided by a negative, we know it's going to be a positive. So we just do 18 divided by 6, which is 3. Alright, let's look at B. So for B we have minus 4 bracket x plus 3 is equal to negative 16. So negative 4 times x is minus 4x, and then minus 4 times positive 3 is going to be minus 12, which is equal to negative 16. Now to get rid of this term, we're going to add 12 to both sides, and we're left with negative 4x is equal to negative 4. Okay, so dividing both sides by negative 4, we get x is equal to 1. Looking at C, we have minus 5 bracket 2x plus 1 is equal to negative 35. So negative 5 times 2x is just equal to negative 10x, and negative 5 times positive 1 is just equal to negative 5. Now that our expansion is done, we just need to do the opposite of this term in order to get rid of it. So let's add 5 to both sides, and we're left with negative 10x is equal to negative 35 plus 5 is just minus 30. And then if we divide both sides by the coefficient of negative 10, we get x is equal to negative 30 divided by negative 10 is just the same as the positive version, so 30 divided by 10 is just 3. Alright, for our last one, D, we have minus 2 times 3x minus 4 is equal to 10. So minus 2 times 3x is negative 6x, and minus 2 times negative 4 is going to be a negative multiplied by negative, so it's going to be a positive 8. Alright, to get rid of the positive 8, we're going to take away 8 from both sides, and we're left with negative 6x is equal to 2. Then all we need to do is divide both sides by the coefficient. So x is equal to 2 over negative 6, and we can simplify this further by dividing the top and the bottom by 2, which will be an equivalent fraction. So if I divide the top by 2, I get 1, and the bottom by 2, I get 3. So the end result is x is equal to negative a third. Alright, that's it for this video. Hopefully it's helpful, and I will see you in the next one.